Right here is where it all happened. Where we was walking through the hallways, all the fighting, all the cursing, all that. Me and another student walking opposite side of the hallway, walking towards each other. He bumped me. And I asked him why he didn't say excuse me. And he basically took it the wrong way. And me and him got to fight, and the police, they came and got us and took us to the police room. I really didn't want to fight him. I just wanted to say excuse me.
Recently, my grandfather passed away, and I had a lot of feelings bottled up inside of me, but because of the person I am, I'm always upbeat, and nobody really could see my real feelings, like the hurt I was feeling and just the emptiness because my grandfather was gone. I started to distance myself. I started to lose interest in the things I like to do. I just felt like if I had a chance to talk about it, I would feel better, but I just couldn't find a place to go.
Our young people do not have access to safe spaces, whether they're under-resourced or they're just not present in the community. And they clearly recognize that they do need those safe spaces. They recognize that the community needs those safe spaces. And so the summer is all about helping them figure out how to build them, where to build them, and then how to keep them using circles as a way to promote those safe spaces in their communities and in their lives.
I love you. I'm not going to get no hugs like you. You is so talented. I love you, Aaron. You is my homie. You better come back to me.
Like 6 weeks ago, we wasn't even as close as we is now. This taught everybody something. It's all about safe space communication and listening.
This summer, we spent 6 weeks learning about creating and maintaining safe spaces. But first, we had to learn what makes a space safe.
Creating a safe space is pretty much the underlying foundation. And if you don't have a safe space, it's hard to have open and honest communication. Sitting in safe space, sitting in circle was the first time that I actually was able to hear myself talk about what really matters to me.
Who was it that said afterwards they felt relieved? Somebody mentioned that word, right? Relieved. And that's what a safe space does for people. It allows you to feel that relief. And we need to remember that as we go on. That's what we're trying to provide for other people.
We use scraps of wood from our communities to build tables that symbolize how hard it is to bring together people with different values and experiences. We thought building safe spaces would be easy, but just like the tables, it's harder than we thought.
Okay, like Miss D said, only 3 people can work on it at a time, and I'm going to pick which 3 people are, and then everybody else can watch, but they cannot say a word, okay? No one can talk at all.
It's frustrating because you gotta like tell them what to do. Well, you can't tell them what to do, and you got ideas in your head that'll help your team, but you just gotta hold your tongue.
In the end, we learned how to communicate with each other. It was time then to start thinking about our communities and what we need.
So, if we're thinking about the unsafe parts of Douglas Park, what do you think that they really need?
They really
Safer
need
places. Safe to y'all is safe to me because I ain't.
Okay, well, everybody got a different opinion about what
let's talk about
what they can't go.
Let's talk about that because what's safe to him is unsafe to someone else. So why is that? Let's talk about that.
It's a lot of stuff you have to learn, and a lot of stuff you got to understand. You got to actually get into the feeling of doing it.
Green circle around place you feel safe.
And you got to, like, really think.
These places.
Humboldt Park is bad.
You guys listening to these places?
We making a difference, making the community safe.
As we begin to walk, this is where you start to notice things. I want you to look and see. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear?
You have to observe different safe places to see what you're gonna bring into your own. We went to Wild U, looked at they safe places. It seemed like they welcoming, they got warm colors. It seemed like someplace that you can actually be safe.
After learning more about what makes a space safe, we were ready to begin the next part of our project, learning and demonstrating the qualities needed to become safe space keepers. Welcoming, relationship-driven, inclusive, honest, understanding, self-aware and aware of others and surroundings, active listener, promoter of positive verbal and nonverbal communication, manager of disagreement and conflict, and sponsors of a positive learning environment.
Listen, guys, you are the leaders. You are the circle keepers. You have to really model how this is done.
Once we knew the qualities of a safe space keeper, it was time for us to start practicing how to create and keep safe spaces. We planned circles and other activities to create safe space for youth from the YOU summer program.
You and your partner should pair up and go through it to be really good. Make sure that you're going through everything and you know exactly who's saying what.
Your stuff that's in yellow, that's what you're gonna say. My stuff that's in yellow, that's what I'm gonna say.
I'm nervous, but then, I'm excited.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous, yeah.
What if they don't like us?
Or if they don't want to participate,
right?
It's real. It's real.
When I'm talking, I expect everybody to be quiet, and when I pass someone else, they talk.
My name is Vicky and I like to draw.
I'm gonna ask you just about 5 or 6 questions, and all you gotta do is answer them. If you don't want to answer them, we can still communicate.
These are the norms that myself and my group decided to come up with. Respect. Everybody know what respect is.
I feel that this experience for teenagers, for the youth this summer, I believe that it will be very impactful. Along with identifying yourself, it also teaches you communication skills, so they'll be able to communicate more effectively. It teaches you how to listen versus just talking.
It was good. I'm tired now.
I like these kids. They fun.
It went good. It was better than expected. Like, it went good. Yeah.
I like being famous.
It went good. I'm so proud of my team and the people I work with.
We spent the last 5 weeks learning the importance of safe space and how to build it for our communities. We applied our skills and knowledge at YOU, but what really matters now is how we plan to continue growing our skills and knowledge to impact our own communities. Now's the time that we create those safe spaces for our communities, our families, and our relationships.
The hope is that YOU is not just a one-time event, it's a launching pad for them in a way that they are now taking what they learned and what they implemented at YOU, and they're taking it beyond. They're taking it beyond community builders, they're taking it beyond YOU, and now this is something that they're practicing in their communities, in their families, in their relationships.
I would be a safe space keeper by enforcing a lot of positive communication between people. I would be very welcoming. If I had my own space, it would be quiet. I would keep it clean. My space would also be welcoming, so people would feel like they could come in by themselves and talk, cry if they needed to, just come check in. Just feel like it's a place where they can come just to be themselves and feel safe.
Hi, my name is India. I promise that I'm going to create an all-girls group at my new school that's positive and safe because I'm a safe space keeper.
My name is Kwashe Holder, and I plan to build a relationship with people in my community to rebuild the park because I am a safe space keeper.
I'm Jonathan. I promise to talk to the owner of the car wash to build a relationship with the police so all the violence and shooting will stop because I'm a safe space keeper.
Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Arabuda. Arabuda. Arabuda egun gun arabuda. 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 Arabuda egun gun arabuda. Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Egun arabuda egun. Arabuda. Arabuda. Arabuda egun gun arabuda. 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 Arabuda.